in the figure above, if x and y are each less than 90, so our angles here are less than 90, and PS is parallel to QR, so these two guys are parallel, is the length of segment PQ less than the length of segment SR? So I'll start by redrawing this diagram. So anytime I have two parallel lines and then I got lines crossing those parallel lines, I'm always thinking about rules for when we have a parallel lines that are crossed by a transversal. But here, I don't think that's super helpful, because if you recall what those rules are saying, so if if this is our x and this is our y, all this would say is this angle here is equal to this angle here, and same over here. So this guy would also be equal to y, but it doesn't really tell us anything about Rx compared to Ry, which is what we're looking for. So I don't think this is really going to be help us here. So other than that, I think we just got to move on to our statements. X is greater than y. So this angle here is greater than this angle here. So this, let's just think about this for a little bit and maybe try and visualize the relevance of this. So what is going to, so we got these two parallel lines. What is going to be the shortest possible line segment connecting these two guys? It should just be a straight vertical line up, because anytime then, so once you start adding, once you start rotating this line segment, well, now it needs to stretch a little bit more in order to cover the distance caused by the angle. And so as you get flatter, you got to stretch more and more. So, as the angle keeps getting smaller, so eventually you're going like that. So what this means is, in terms of x and y, so the bigger the angle is going to have the shorter distance. So in this case, if we know angle x is bigger than angle y, that means this segment here, the one that goes along with y, SR, is actually the longer line segment, which is still sufficient to answer our question. So SR is greater than PQ. Statement 2, x plus y is greater than 90. So if we can sort of use the information we just learned from the first statement, so it's really which angle is bigger than the other one that determines which of these line segments is longer. And so we said, and the bigger angle is going to have the shorter distance. So if all we know is together they are greater than 90, and remember each one has to be less than 90. So we can have one example. Let's say x is equal to 55 and y is equal to 45. And so in this case, y is the shorter, the smaller angle. So it should be the longer line segment, or SR should be the longer one. But we can just as easily flip these guys and said x is equal to 45 and y is equal to 55. And so because we don't know about the sizes of our angles compared to each other, this statement doesn't really help much, and so that is insufficient, and we're left with just A. So this one's just sort of a sort of something you don't see much, a geometry logic type question. A.